Well, I'm going to get this video out here, and depending upon where you see this on YouTube or on TikTok or Facebook, you're going to see some extra information. But this is, to me, and I believe it to be a little too important to ignore. Clement is a musician, songwriter, but he also gave prophecies. Now, he, along with other pastors, gave what I call the Trump prophecies, for which I had a hard time accepting whenever I heard any of these things. I truly did not believe them. Now, whenever they came to pass, as it were, a lot of Christians looked at that and thought, wow, they were right. But in looking back, they were wrong. Clement being the one that was wrong. Now, the timestamps that you see below are timestamps within the video with this thumbnail on YouTube where you can go back and see where he was wrong. Now, a prophet of God is not going to get any of these things wrong, especially if he hears them from God. God is scaringly accurate with regard to what things are going to happen, what you need to do for future stuff. Look back at the Old Testament, look back at the New Testament. Everything was accurate. Clement, in this instance, as well as other prophets, are wrong. Clement was vague at the very beginning of his prophecies, giving hope and encouragement, but he said that he saw that God talked to him. Now, later on, whenever he gave characteristics, he only worked his prophecies a little bit different, supposedly from God, whenever he found out that Trump was running. And everyone knew early on, and he knew before his death, all the characteristics, that the president would be a trumpeter, sound his trumpet. Clement knew that that Trump was going to be in office, so that's what he did. I have always had a problem with prophetic people proclaiming that a certain person is going to be in office. And I will say this, God has spoken to me in visions, and I have let people know what's going on with that. We right now, and for the last 4 years, have been living in a Deuteronomy 13 verses 1 through 3 time. God has given these false visions to prophets, have given them signs and wonders that have come true, telling people to worship after this man, to test the hearts of believers everywhere to see if they truly love God. Deuteronomy 13 verses 1 through 3. He has been doing this for the last 4 years. I have been very, very bothered by the almost deification of Donald Trump as president. Like the new Messiah, it reminds me of how the people felt about God in 1 Samuel chapter 8, where they didn't want to serve God. They wanted a strong leader. We have not come back to God. This has bothered me for 4 years. I give respect and just due for the leadership of the United States because God puts the leaders where they are supposed to be. Daniel chapter 4. He is supposed to put he puts the leaders there for his purposes. I think he's given false visions to these prophets. I think these prophets that are saying that he got elected in 2016, I think whenever they prophesied that, and I think that a lot of them are not coming out with any specific information, and they are going to be able to shape their prophecies to fit the circumstances for what's going on. I think we're running around with a lot of false prophets right now, and I think that we're being tested. Do we love God? Will we listen to him? Or are we going to make another golden calf in the form of a president?